What's going on, everybody? Put my hashtag in. Comment, boom. All right. Let's see. Just give me 2 seconds and we can get started. All right, boom. What's going on, everybody? Hey, once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Learn Me While I Sip. I'm your host, Ralph Cole, and today we have a very, very special guest. But before I introduce our special guest, I just want to let everybody know, hey, make sure that you're staying safe. We do know that the corona is still going on today all over, and I know that some states are being released to go back to work, but just make sure that you're being safe. Whatever it is that you do, whether you're an esthetician, whether you're anyone that's in the beauty industry, or if you got to come, touch people and everything, just make sure that you're being safe and everything. So without further ado, our special guest for today, I myself am excited for this episode. I'm definitely honored. I'm a huge fan of hers. Man, she's amazing. She's amazing. Just like all of my other guests, but this guest, she's just amazing. She started her business from the ground up. Her marketing is amazing. She's an expert in branding, in marketing. She made millions of dollars, and she did it all within 3 or 4 years. That's the crazy part. So that lets you know that you yourself can do it as well. So a little bit about her. Her name is Melissa. She has the #1 natural skincare brand and spa in the New Orleans area. So if you in New Orleans, make sure that you go check her out. She's a mother of 4. In a matter of 3 years, she has earned over $1 million as an esthetician. She has a phenomenal soap making class where you can make tons of money with it. She also owns her own CBD line. Like she's amazing. She's amazing. She's a boss for sure. There's a lot that I personally can learn from her, so I'm definitely looking forward to this episode. And it's not even for y'all. This episode is for me. So y'all just looking at it from the indirect view. So without further ado, let me go ahead and send the request for her to come on. I'm so excited. I know I'll be nervous. I know I'll be nervous and sweat this episode. So what's up?
Hey, okay.
How you doing?
Hey, Ralph, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm sorry I wasn't responding to you. Yesterday was busy. It was crazy.
Look, trust me. You doing enough just for even being a guest of my show. So I do want to just take like a couple seconds just to say thank you, just to let you know how amazing you are, just to let you know that I'm honored for you to even take time out of your busy schedule just to even spend time with me. So I definitely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome. No problem. I'm excited. I don't know any male estheticians, so I'm really excited about just being on the live with you.
That's me.
That's you. That's real. Y'all have to make sure all of my followers, I want you to make sure that you guys go and follow him. It's phenomenal to be an esthetician, but to be a male esthetician in like a female dominant industry,
right.
I can only imagine how dope it is for you. So I'm excited.
It's crazy. So real quick, let all of our people know that's on this episode, and also for the people that's gonna watch it in the future. Let them know who you are. Let them know why it is that you're so amazing.
Okay, hey guys, my name is Melissa Odom, and I am a Louisiana State Board licensed esthetician. I specialize in hyperpigmentation. I am a melanin expert. One of my favorite things to do is to make natural soaps. So I started my company 5 years ago, making natural skincare products just for myself and for my children. And then it transitioned into a business. So I have actually been a licensed esthetician for 3 years. This upcoming May 19th, will make my 3 years as a graduate of Aveda Institute of New Orleans here in Louisiana. I love this industry. I'm so excited to just keep on embarking and growing and just elevating my brand and my business. The name of my company is Queendom Aesthetics, natural skincare company. We have been around for over 5 years now, as I stated before. And I never wanted to be an esthetician. I really never wanted to make natural skincare products as a lucrative like business or anything like that. It kind of just happened. And so I love what I do, and I'm just excited to just connect with everybody else. So I want to make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram, following me on Facebook. Make sure you take a look at my website and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I want to say, Ruff, I'm actually a fan of your YouTube channel. I actually subscribe because you're like really good with like your editing. You're great with marketing. So I'm excited to see where you go in this industry.
Thank you, thank you. You know what? I know you just gave me kudos, but I just want to take time to say that I'm proud of you. Like I'm really truly proud of you. You so amazing. Like I'm just proud of you, and I'm a huge fan of yours too. So
thank you.
Oh man. So real quick, let's go ahead and start the show off. Let's start off with a toast. And what is it that you are sipping on?
Okay, so I'm actually just having a mimosa today. I've been brunching all day, and so I'm just having a mimosa right now, just some root and some orange juice.
Yeah.
And what are you having? I'm
having some what's this called? It's called a Magic Box.
Okay.
It's a red blend. So that's what I'm having today. So let's toast.
We gonna toast.
Also, too, for all the people that's watching back home, or if you're gonna watch this episode in the future, if you if you're drinking back home and everything, whether it's water, whether it's a protein shake, whether it's a green, whatever, and everything, make sure you leave a comment and everything. So, welcome to the Learn Me While I Sip show. So, my first question for you, like, how did all of this get started for you? Like from the time that you did figure out that you wanted to go this route, or matter of fact, let's just start from when you chose to go like into esthetician school. Like what made you want to go that direction?
Okay, so like I said, when I started my business 5 years ago, it was just an idea. It wasn't quite a business. And so what happened was I started to make my natural skincare products, and I had gained like clientele here in my city in New Orleans, and they actually like really loved the product. And so people started to ask me more in-depth questions about skin, and I'm just like, hey, I don't really know about that.
Right.
I just know a little bit about some shea butter and this, and olive oil and stuff like that, but I wasn't really educated. And so I actually had like my clients, my customers were like begging, like, Melissa, like, can you do me a facial and stuff like that? Like, can you help me with my skin because I trust your brand, I trust your products? And I'm like, sure, absolutely. So I got on YouTube and I learned how to do facials. And so I never knew about an esthetician. I couldn't even pronounce the word esthetician at all. And so I started doing facials, and then like the word esthetician kind of started popping out. And then I found out that in order for me to legally be really doing facials on these people, I needed to have a license.
Right.
And so I didn't know that. And so from there, I wound up looking into esthetician schools. And at the time I was working a job. I was working at AT&T. And so people were like, just go. And I'm like really big on not going to school and taking loans and all of this and that. And so I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead on and try it. I wound up talking to an esthetician here in my city, and she inspired me. She was like, you can do it. I promise you'll be able to pay off that school loan if you just get to it. And so I just went on ahead and enrolled in school at Aveda Institute. And from there, I kind of realized that like aesthetics was definitely the industry that I wanted to be in.
Right.
And I was like, dang, it took me to like, I was like 27 to figure out that I wanted to be like an esthetician. But it was my favorite thing about it is that like, I love to make people feel pretty. I love to help people like overcome skin objectives and skin disorders. So I grew up with eczema. So it was like, okay, cool. I like this industry. So like I said, May 19th will make 3 years since I've been an esthetician. And so it's just been up since then.
Well, congratulations. And did you just low key let everybody know that you in your 30s, even though you don't look like it? It look like you're 19.
Thank you. Yes, I'm 30 and I'll be 31 on May 16th. So my birthday is 13 days away.
Everybody, let's go ahead and tell her happy birthday and everything. Even if she speaks Spanish, feliz cumpleaños. I don't know if that's right. I just.
Oh, you don't know if that's right? Come on,
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm Dominican in my past life. But so next question. How do you want people to feel about your brand? Like when it comes to your brand, how do you want their experience to be?
Okay, so for me, with me being my industry and my practice is holistic healing. So for myself, I want to be remembered as like the natural healer. Like I believe in holistically living. I love natural ingredients. I've seen what my products have done in these past 5 years with just naturally healing the skin. So I'm all about healing and repairing the skin. So that's one of the things that I stand by. So I always want to be remembered with my legacy and building my business is to be remembered as like the natural skincare girl who helped thousands of people all over the country. So for
Right.
me, I just want to be remembered as holistically helping people repair their skin.
Hmm. So is that kind of like where like you got your name from of your brand? Like how did
So
that come about?
yeah, so actually the name of my business initially when I started it 5 years ago was called Queendom. I'm sorry, it was called Real Black Beauties.
Hmm.
And so when I went to school to become an esthetician, by that time I was exposed to different ethnicities. And
Right.
so I felt like the name of my business, Real Black Beauties, was basically putting me in a box.
Right.
And so over time, there was actually another like natural skincare company that had kind of started to try to replicate what I was doing, the name of my business. And so it kind of discouraged me a lot. So while I was in school to become an esthetician, I was like, you know what? I got to change the game up. I got to like really like switch the name of my business up. And so like I was really pondering on what I wanted to rename my business for weeks. And then I remember one day I was sitting in a classroom and I was talking to my classmates and I was like, everybody, I want a place to where like it would be somewhere where we can like just be together and be cohesive, a place for women. And
Right.
so initially, it was going to be the name of my business was going to be called House of Beauty. And
Hmm.
then I was like, oh, that's too broad. That's boring. House of Beauty. It just sounds like whatever. But I was like, it would be funny if I'm like answering a business call like House of Beauty. This is Cutie. How can I
Right.
help?
Right.
So, but at the same time, I still felt like that was a little bit too broad. So I was like, okay, Baraza La Beauty. So Baraza La Beauty is House of Beauty in Swahili.
Hmm.
And so I was like, okay, Baraza La Beauty. I wanted to be different. I know I wanted it to be unique, but I was like, okay, well, if I call my business Baraza La Beauty, I'm going to find myself really trying to explain the name of this business too much.
All the
And
time. Right.
I don't really like to keep explaining myself.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just think. And I was just pondering. And I was like, I want a place where women can come and congregate and just be like a place, a safe place. And I was like, kings always have their stuff, kingdom, kingdom. I was like, what about queendom? And so it popped up in my head and it was like Queendom Aesthetics. I'll never forget that day. And from then, we have been Queendom Aesthetics for about 3 years now since I graduated from esthetician school.
Nice. Nice. And I'm pretty sure 3 years ago, could you like envision yourself like where you at now?
I did. Well, the thing is, I didn't think that it would be such fast pace because I mean, being where I am personally as an esthetician in over 3 years, I'm grateful to God that my business and my brand and my marketing and my products have manifested the way that they have.
Hmm.
I always knew that I would be great. I just didn't know at what time. So for me, I was comfortable with being great 10 years from now or 20 years from now. I just knew at some point I would definitely scale and manifest my business, but I didn't
Right.
know what would happen. But I knew, I had a clue.
Right. Right. That's good. Man, I don't even like when it does come to your marketing. Like, explain to me like how do you go about your market? You pretty much like perfected it. I feel like it's. I'm gonna steal a couple of ideas from you. I'm just gonna let you know that right
It's
now.
all good. I always say copy the right cat. I'm always about copying the right cat. So for
Yeah.
me, I'm very innovative. So I always say that sometimes when we do things, we are just pretty much recycling.
All right.
But for me, I always want to be very innovative. So I'm always thinking about strategic ways to touch my audience. And
Right.
so I've learned my customer base by being myself that people love me and my personality.
Right.
So
Right.
I personally feel like when people initially start using my products or supporting my business, it's actually because of me. So that's one of the things I do like about yourself is that you actually show yourself. And I always say people trust brands when they can be familiarized and they can understand like who the owner is and who the creator is, and people love stuff like that. So for me, I always try to put myself out there. I love being the face of my business, so that's why it's very important for me to stay consistent on my regimen, stay consistent on my eating habits, and make sure that I stay beautiful. And I just find that when I keep and maintain myself, I become more trustworthy to the consumers. So, and that's pretty much my angle with marketing and promoting. I swear every single day, I don't plan out what my post is going to be for the day. I just wake up and I'm like, whatever. I may wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I will post on Instagram. And so that's pretty much
I need to do that too.
Yeah, I will wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. And another thing that I do is I say, because people are following a lot of us, and it's a lot of estheticians, and this is a very competitive market. One of the things that I do is I make sure that I post a lot. You know, I'm not going to have my consumer kind of forget about me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a lot of people that are following us, they're following other estheticians.
Right.
So you don't want to get lost in the sauce. You want to make sure that you stand out, and you want to make sure that it's consecutive. Like you always showing up. You always showing up. So that's one of the things that I do is I'm always posting. And so when I encourage other people, I'm like, even if people get tired of seeing you, they're not your customer base, delete them or let them unfollow you, but I constantly promote. And so that's what I do for my marketing strategy.
So even when I did hear you just quote, you know, your eating habits and, you know, making sure that you stay, you know, working out and everything. What is what's like some, you know, supplements and everything that you take to make sure that you do stay like fit?
Going. Okay, so some of the things that I take, I'm actually with a company called TLC, so I'm a distributor of those products. So I always take like my NRG, which is a natural metabolism booster. I take my liquid NutriBurst vitamin. I have that like back here somewhere as well. I just pretty much just like stay up on just eating quality so I can have this energy so I can show up. And I take like a lot of hair, skin, and nail vitamins. I tell people like I do every single thing there is to do to maintain my skin and to maintain my body.
That's good. And can people buy those products from you?
Yes, they can actually buy those products from me. All you have to do is click the link in my bio. And if you have some questions about it, you can shoot me a DM. I love to consult. So that's one of my favorite things to do as well. When people tell me they have a concern or something like that, shoot me a DM. I'm never too busy or too important. I respond to every last one of my DMs, and I get hundreds of them a day.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So tell me a little bit about your soap class and how people can make like a lot of money like taking a class from you.
Okay, so my $1 million soap making class is just one of those. It's a $1 million soap making class because we all know that in the beauty industry that it's a $1 billion industry. So I am just a believer that every esthetician should have a product of their own. You know, I'm all about, okay, hey, you know, it's okay to sell this if you endorse this, that, and the third, but I'm all about having your own thing. And so my $1 million soap making class basically helps people learn the artistry of creating natural soaps. Everything is all natural. Everything is handmade. So I teach other estheticians and other single moms and other people who want to work from home how to grow a six-figure business. Because my soap making class, I actually started to make six figures with the soap making class on its own before I decided to become an esthetician. And so that's why I was able to actually pour into esthetician school, because I learned this lucrative craft. And so I've taught maybe like over 50 women how to make natural soaps, and they are just loving just making additional income. It's a great business to be in. And then also a lot of parents need to know what their kids are bathing with and what they're using. So I always say, even if you don't want to make it a business, it's still a great class to take, because this way you know what your children are using, you know what your family is using. So I have some queens that are making great income from taking my classes. I also have some kings that are making great income from taking my soap making class. It's definitely a $1 million soap making class.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now that I'm gonna sign up for it myself. So,
you should.
Cause you know I want a piece of the pie too.
Absolutely.
So I definitely want to keep that out there. So what is it that keeps you motivated? And I know that you know you still new into the industry, even though you only been there for 5 years. But what keeps you like motivated? What keeps that drive within you?
Okay, well, for me, it's very important that I am successful. What keeps me motivated is that, like I am really like one of the first business owners in my family. And so I come from a struggle background. And if like your followers or my followers do some research on me, I really come from the struggle. And so to get to where I am, and I see that it only took my hard work, not nobody else's. That's what motivates me. So I never say anything cliche. Oh, my kids keep me motivated. No, that goes without saying. If I just worked a regular 9 to 5, that would be my motivation. Right. But what motivates me is never going back to the life I come from. So I'm always keeping God first. I'm always staying consistent. I'm always showing up and producing and helping other people. And so helping other people has definitely been one of those things that keeps me motivated now, because I see how God has like showed me that I can reap the harvest if I plant those seeds and help other people. So I'm just motivated by just, of course, never going back. Also just seeing my results and helping other people. So, I mean, that's what really keeps me motivated.
Nice, nice. So, so real quick before I move on to the next segment of my show, it is a question that I want to ask you, and you have to be honest with this question. When was the last time you told yourself you love yourself?
Oh, this morning.
Good.
This morning. I tell myself I love myself every single day. That's one of my things that's so important to me. My friends always laugh about how much me and my kids say like we love each other. Like we be like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Love is so important to me, and I always pour love into myself because I didn't grow up in a home where there was like, oh, hey, I love you. Right. Or do you love yourself? So it's so important to me. I speak affirmations into myself every single day, and I tell myself I love myself every single day.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I make sure that, you know, anyone that's in my circle, I always just randomly just, you know, ask them like, hey, you told yourself you love yourself today? You know, even with my daughter, I told her, I said, hey, every morning before you brush your teeth, make sure you look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself that you're beautiful, and make sure you tell yourself that you love yourself every single morning.
It's so important. And that's a great gift that you're blessing her with now. Because, I mean, when she gets older, the love word coming from somebody else won't even matter. Because it's like, baby, I've been loving myself. I know who I am, you know? So that's great.
I'm gonna put her onto the game. Like, too, I might give her too much game. I don't know.
Oh, no, but that's not right. She going to just be ready for the world. That's
exactly.
I'm ready for the world.
Exactly. So there's a segment that I do have on my show, the Learning While I Sip show, where it's called Explain That Post. Now, for your page, it took me about 10 minutes just for me to, I couldn't even get all the way to the bottom because you do post a lot. And it was real hard for me to find certain pictures because I try to find pictures that embarrass people and everything, but I couldn't find like one particular one for you. But it is some pictures that I do want to ask you about. And one in particular, I kind of want to more direct it toward where was your mind space at this time.
Okay.
So, and there's actually two of them. The first one is, actually, no, you know what? For you, since this is a special episode, I want to do 3.
Okay.
I want to do 3. So the first one is this.
Oh my goodness. So that has to be what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when I first started my business, and I first created my beauty cream. So I see my beauty cream, and that's my old logo. That's the name of the business, Real Black Beauties. Oh my God. So I think for me, my headspace for that post was, I don't know, I was just learning business. Rub you wrong for that.
Hey, no, you lucky I couldn't find that one. I be searching.
But you know what? I love that because it shows the growth. And I remember like going to Michael's and buying those jars. And I remember like that was something that was on my table with like the little stuff in it. Yeah. And I just remember like just wanting to, I don't know. I think on the other side is my old business card. This is dope. I like that. I'm glad you did this.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did this. It just shows me growth. I think then I was just excited. I had just created that beauty cream, which is like one of my #1 sellers right now. And I just thought it was so cute. This had to be around Christmas because I'm trying to figure out why I had a red bow around it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, my mindset was pretty much just I made my beauty cream. I think Christmas special was like my mindset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's good. That's good. So the second one is I'm gonna say that one for the last one.
Okay.
But this one, boom.
Oh my God! Did you do like a hashtag or something?
No, this coming from your page.
You can't. Okay.
Yeah, I told you I look.
Oh yes, but you know what? That is so dope. That post for me, I remember I was on the lake in New Orleans, and I remember this had to be maybe 5 years ago too, 4 or 5 years ago, because I had hair and I had a hair in a ponytail, and I've been like low shave for about 3 years. Yeah. So my mindset for this post was really just kind of like I was in my meditative zone, so I had really started to like wake up and become one with myself. I had really started to like start to love myself. This is when I really started to love myself, and I started to like really start getting into heavy meditation. I had just started getting into yoga, and so for me, that post, I remember asking my ex to take up that picture, and I just remember just really just being motivated by the energy. I was on the lake, and the water was like great. The energy out there was really great, and I just remember I said something about having like my third eye or something. But I remember that. I remember that.
So that's a good segment to go right into the third one. And with this third one, I kind of like I could just tell just from this third one how motivated you was and how driven you was just from the post and the comment of the post. So I'm gonna take you back with this.
I remember that. I wasn't an esthetician yet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about that. So I remember this had to be 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. And so I did my first pop-up spot.
Yeah.
And so I was in school to be an esthetician, and I just wanted to get some practice outside of school. And so as you can see on that banner, I had already started producing results for my products.
Yeah.
And so that picture on that banner, I hate that banner looking back at it now, but that picture on that banner was my first day of esthetician school.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and oh my goodness. Yeah, I had my box braids. That was my first day. I was by the time clock, and I remember taking that selfie.
Yeah.
And so I got this banner made, and like I said, it was my first pop-up spot. I was living in those apartments. Those are apartments in New Orleans. And so and I had rented out this like room to do the facials out of. And I just remember that. And that was dope. And I remember just saying, I'm gonna put this banner outside, make you laugh. The wind was blowing so hard that the banner kept on like falling over.
Yeah.
And there was like a crackhead in the neighborhood who went and got a string, and he tied it up against the fence so it can stay up.
That sounds about right.
Oh my goodness. And I had
that sounds about right.
The name of the business to Queendom Aesthetics. And that was my first like promotion banner. And what was my caption for that? Do you know the caption for it?
I can't remember, but it says something about this whenever you see this banner, just know that I'm coming or something like that.
Okay. I was working on it. I was working on my marketing skills. But you know what? I wish I could find that banner, because this is monumental, and I'm so glad that you did this, because it's really put me in a space of reflecting of where I come from.
Yeah.
And so I have always definitely been motivated with marketing and promoting. I've always tried to do what I didn't see other people do.
Yeah.
I always was like comfortable with doing stuff that other people were scared to do.
Right.
Like other people would have been scared to put their little rinky-dink little banner outside of this beautiful apartment complex.
Yeah.
And it was no limits. I didn't even care. I was like, you know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to put my little banner there. And so that brings so many memories to like what I've been doing the last 3 years.
Look, I can tell that when you saw it, you got hyped because your accent started to come out. Your accent started to come out. But that's good. That's good. I'm glad that I was able to, take you back down memory lane a little bit. And that's the purpose of that segment and everything, to let people, like let my guests see, like, hey, look how far you came to where you at now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people forget, and then plus, a lot of the viewers and everything, you know, sometimes they need to see that to let people know, like, hey, you have to start from somewhere in order to get to where it is where you're trying to go.
Absolutely. And
So,
that's it. That's it.
yeah.
So nice. That was great. That I like that you do that. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I
That's
appreciate
amazing.
that. So,
Oh my.
so question of the day for you, even though you've already achieved so much just within this short time, but what is your definition of success in the perfect world?
Oh my goodness. My definition of success is pretty much really just being able to do things on your own terms. Like for me to just be able to wake up and say, hey, I'm working today. I work for myself. I'm not really obligated to anything. That's success to me. Really waking up and being happy with whatever it is that you do is
Right.
success. And a lot of times people use success as things from monetary. And for me, I never look at like monetary things to define my success. I always look at something like that 3 years ago. I remember like quitting my job, going to school to become an esthetician, and it's probably spending my last money on that banner.
Right.
Like, and then to see that 3 years later, that's my definition of success. Really just waking up loving what I do. Like I really love what I do. This is why I think I go so hard, because I'm really passionate about skin. I'm really passionate about just my growth. And so I'm excited. So yeah, my answer to that is pretty much just waking up every single day loving what you do. Even if you are, you know, a shoe cleaner or something like that. If you really like waking up and love doing that shit, like
Right.
that's success to me. Like
Right.
really waking up just being motivated and inspired to do whatever it is that you love. I love
Right.
that.
That's
Great
good.
question.
That's good. That's good. So, so real quick before I go on to, and I think that my next segment, the Big Ten, is like a crowd favorite because a lot of people love it. But
Okay.
before we do that, let's go through some of the comments because I see like a lot of people is like tuned in and
Okay.
just to see, you know, some of the questions and stuff. Let me
Can
see.
you move the questions or can I move the questions? Oh, I can touch questions
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you can too.
Oh, let me see. Someone said this is absolutely amazing. Someone said so beautiful. Someone said she's so dope and her soul class is very informative, so fun, and she's still very helpful after the class is. If you're having trouble, so happy I took her class. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Okay.
Someone said that they got your products and they love it.
All right.
Someone corrected me when I said Feliz Cumpleaños. You know, I said it sounded right. That's all that matters. You know,
Okay.
they got the gist and everything. All right, cool. So anyone that's tuning in, I thank you for tuning in. This is the show Learn Me While I Sip. So my next segment is called the Big Ten. So with the Big Ten, it's a series of questions where you get to choose either or. And there's no right or wrong answer. This is all about you, all about what you like. But everybody that's watching, feel free to also answer the questions as well. All right, and you can write it down in the comments. So and it's real quick. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So number one, would you rather remember everything that you see or remember everything that you hear?
I remember everything that I hear because I remember everything that I see already. So remember everything that I hear.
Okay. Sprite or ginger ale?
Right.
Right. Judge Joe Brown or Judge Judy?
Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown. All right. Would you rather uh, get away with any lie that you tell or detect any lie that you hear?
Oh, detect any lie that I hear.
Okay. Butter pecan ice cream or chocolate?
Butter pecan ice cream.
Butter pecan. Love or money?
Love.
Love. Uh, would you rather have a conversation with your great 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 grandparents or your great 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 grandkids?
My great 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 grandkids.
Grandkids, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, goldfish or cheeses?
Goldfish.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
You the first one that said goldfish.
Really? See, I'm
Yeah,
different.
exactly. That's the point. You know, it's okay to be different. Honey Nut Cheerios or Fruit Loops?
Ooh. Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. All right. Call or text?
Text me.
Text you. All right. And for this last one, you have to choose one, and you also have to say why. But be careful because I might have to put you on the spot. You ready?
Okay.
Sing or dance?
Dance.
What's your go-to dance?
I don't think I kind of like,
Oh,
okay.
okay. What be on your what's your what's like your motivation playlist? Like if you just in the car, if you just home chilling and you just need something to like hype you up, what's your go-to?
I like Meek Mill's "Dreams or Nightmares."
Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
would.
You gonna judge me? Cause mine is Al Green, "Love and Happiness."
Really?
Yeah. As
That
soon as
have
I
you up?
yeah, as soon as I hear that boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
come on now, it's old school.
But you got a different vibe though, and you can look at you and tell it.
I'm an old soul in a young body. That's
I
it.
can tell.
That's
I
it.
can tell.
I'm an old soul in a young body in just country. That's it. And I love it. I love it.
Okay.
So so this next segment, I call it the elevator speech. So in the elevator speech, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just all about you, just all about you showing your personality. And I put you in a scenario, and all you got to do is just tell me what you will say, and you have 1 minute to do so.
Okay.
All right. So the situation or the scenario, let's say you're going to a big city for a huge meeting, right? And let's say like you're going to this huge corporate building, skyscraper, and you got to go all the way up to the 50th floor. So you walk into the building, you get into the elevator. Right before the elevator doors close, there's a multimillionaire that walks in, and it's just you and that person. What is it that you would tell or say to that multimillionaire, whether it's a man or a woman, to get that person to invest into you?
Okay. Okay, so if I'm on the elevator, boom, I'm gonna just be like, hey, my name is Melissa Odom. I am a $1 million esthetician. I am a natural skincare expert. I've been in business for over 5 years, and I am so elated to be on this elevator with you. I've been monitoring you and inspired by you for so many years. I'm actually looking to scale my business so that I can help other women all over the country enjoy a beautiful complexion. I want to be featured in Essence Magazine. I want to be in beauty stores. I want to be in holistic stores. I really want to grow and scale my business, and I feel like I definitely have the drive and the motivation to get there, but I just need a small investment of only $10 million from you, and I promise that I can make you a billionaire if you invest in my company. Oh.
But you can't this my little
Right.
Yeah, you missed it. So you couldn't have said it better, and everything you did great. That was amazing. You are amazing. Any last comments for the people that's watching?
Yes. My last comments for any like estheticians that are here on the live that's just monitoring, because I feel like 5 years from now somebody is going to see this video and be inspired and motivated, and in 5 years from now you are going to see this video and say, man, I remember when I was doing that, and now I'm just too busy to just do this now. I want to inspire anybody that's watching to be motivated, be inspired, never give up on yourself, no matter what you come from, no matter where you come from, no matter what your family background is. Break generational curses, build multi six-figure businesses, believe in yourself, care about yourself, love yourself, and then of course take my $1 million soap making class, try my natural skincare products, come to me for mentoring in the future, because I definitely feel like I will be confident and motivated to get to that point really, really soon. And then lastly, follow me on Instagram, Queendom Aesthetics.
That's good. Do you got any questions for me?
I do. What made you want to become an esthetician?
So right now, I'm already a licensed barber, and I do own my own barber studio. I've been a barber for the past 4 years, but it was just one Saturday, and I've achieved a lot in my 3-4 years of me being a barber. But it was just one Saturday after I had a long day, and I'm just like, man, like I've achieved all of the goals that I've set for myself as a barber. And I started to see how I was kind of getting complacent to where it's like I don't have that drive no more. So for me, I just looked at it to where like, all right, it's time for me to go to that next level. Time for me to go to that next ceiling and push myself even more than where I'm at now. And I didn't want to get into doing women's hair, so I didn't want to go to, the having a brain for it,
Cosmetology school?
cosmetology route. But I wanted to look into doing aesthetics so that I could add that to my barbering career for my treatments and everything. When I got into esthetician school, it was a mind-blowing thing for me because I did not know how much science. I did a master esthetician program,
Okay.
so I didn't know how much science goes into the skin. I didn't know how much opportunities it is out there for estheticians.
Yes.
I didn't even know that there's only like a small handful of male estheticians, and then plus it's something that's so different, so
Right.
I'm like, man, like this is like a wide open market for me to come in and make a huge impact. So when I got into school, and I had a hard time, I did, but I made it through. I just graduated at the end of March, right before Big Rona cut everything
Perfect.
down.
Good timing.
Yeah, exactly, perfect time. Like literally that Monday, everything was supposed to be shut down, and we were supposed to graduate that Wednesday. So it was perfect timing. But
Okay.
I said to myself, I said, you know what? I want to come in and do something different because I'm already different just by me being a man and also me being a black man that look the way that I look with locks and a beard and
Yep.
everything, and just to be able to show other men, especially like masculine men, that hey, we can get these services too. And a lot of men, they only have platforms that talk about male grooming to where it's like, hey, go to a barbershop, get a hot towel on, and that's pretty much it. But now that I'm a master esthetician, I can put myself in a place where men can see, like, hey, let me teach you about what all goes into skin and why you should do this, why you should do that. These type of treatments. Here's what the women do. We can get these same treatments, and here's what it'll do for you. If
Mm-hmm.
I go to a man and be like, hey, you should get a microderm or you should get dermaplane or something like that, they're like, what the world is that? Because
Right.
they never heard of it. Because for
Right.
me, I never was into skin like before esthetician school. I mean, even as a barber, it was like I'm doing haircuts and everything, but I was never like I didn't really know.
Right.
So now that I'm out of school, it's still so much more for me to learn,
It
like
is.
so much more. So it's definitely exciting for me, and I look to myself as I'm someone that likes to create. I'm someone that loves to tell people that they're great. I'm someone that loves to make people feel good. So I'm like, why not me create a platform where I can have people that's in the beauty industry come and get the exposure it is that they want, or be able to allow people to have a place where you know I can let people know about estheticians. Because a lot of people don't know about us. They know about dermatologists like the Dr. Pimple Poppers and all of that, but estheticians, it's like a hidden stone, like hidden diamond.
It is.
So it's like, why not me, create a show to where I can have people come up and have estheticians feel like celebrities, because we are,
We
you know.
are.
So, especially like, people like yourself and everything like that, like you're great. You're a celebrity and everything, and there's a lot that you can teach people. So, that's why I say that, I'm honored and I'm grateful that you even taking time to be a guest on my show, and that really means a lot to me.
It's
So,
my pleasure. I'm so excited. Where are you, Ralph?
I'm in Seattle right now, but I'm moving to North Carolina at the end of the year.
Okay, all right, Seattle. I was just actually talking to somebody in Seattle. All right, North Carolina might be great for you. You're gonna have to connect with um the Skin Therapy Studio, I think that's her name, in North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you her page. I know she's in North Carolina, but she's like my esthetician expo. She's in North Carolina. I think no, Greensboro, North Carolina,
Greensboro.
right? Yeah, and she has been an esthetician for like over 10 years.
Okay.
And so she's really, really dope. You may have probably seen her through passing on social media with Candace, Six Figure Spot Chick.
Yeah.
But she's amazing. So congratulations to you on the transition. I think that's going to be very smart.
Thank you.
To do so. I'm excited for you. I've just never met a male esthetician. Well, I'm lying. I met a male esthetician in Chicago right before this pandemic, and he's dual licensed, so he's a massage therapist.
Okay.
And he's Hispanic, and he was like my first. And then I ran across you on Instagram, and I was like, okay, a black male esthetician.
Yeah.
And so I think it's dope, and I think that women would definitely love to be serviced by men.
Right.
It's a matter of really just having that knowledge and that education, because the thing is, our skin is very important to us.
Right.
And it's like, I think it will still just be like a good benefit, a good balance, because you are a male.
Right.
And it's gonna be dope for you. I think that you're definitely gonna be really successful. Just stay in your studies and really understand skin and disorders, because I think that's what keeps me on ahead of the game, because I'm like really into skin diseases and skin disorders. I'm always studying, trying to understand what that entails.
Yeah.
So and so that's what I always tell people, like, if you want to be a dope esthetician, like, just know more, know that knowledge, know about skin, understanding it, because that's our industry. No matter, we can get on social media and make it look good, but if you don't understand the true definition of what skin science is and understand what it all is about, then you're a waste of an esthetician. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for interviewing me. I've been wanting to hop on, but today was like a great day for me to just knock out everything that I wanted to do. So today was perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. And then also too, let the young lady that you just said, hit her up and tell her like, hey, you should be a guest on the show. Also too, anybody that's watching, hit your favorite esthetician up and tell them, hey, you should be a guest on the Learn Me While I Sip show. With Ralph Cole and everything. So once again, thank you so much. I'm definitely gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube and everything. So anyone that missed any part of it, just make sure you go and subscribe to my YouTube, Skin with Ralph Cole, and you'll catch this episode there as well. So, hey, what else you got planned for the rest of the day?
Oh my goodness, I am going to yank this wig off and go to sleep. I'm tired. That's all I have planned, because I am tired. I swear, I feel like since the pandemic, I still feel like I have worked harder than I've worked when there was no pandemic. Yeah. And so today, Sunday, is like my rest day. I just really want to like rest and sleep and wake up tomorrow and be ready to go and get prepared to possibly be reopening my spa soon. So that's all I want to do. I just want to rest and relax. I would love to see some purchases on my website. So if you're viewing this, I want you to click the link in my bio. Visit my website. It's queendomaesthetics.com, and take a look at some of my natural skincare products. Everything is handmade at my warehouse in New Orleans, Louisiana. Everything is all natural. You can Google my company and see that we have definitely produced some amazing results. Over the course of 5 years, we have helped men, women, and children all over the country. And so I definitely want you guys to just really kind of take a chance and really invest into my business and seeing what I'm all about. Also, my soap making class is virtually on sale right now. I want you guys to tune into that. Click the link in my bio. If you have any questions, shoot me a DM. And then also, I am looking for new kings and queens to join my Total Life Change business. I'm helping other people grow and just serve into this industry. So I just want to be connected to everyone who is willing to accept me for who I am and would like to work closely with me. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Once again, I'm going to take this wig off and get me some rest.
All right. Let's finish it off with a toast.
All right.
I appreciate it. You have a good one. Make sure that you stay safe. Stay away from Big Rona, because she out here doing people dirty and everything. So she's the #1 side chick right now. So make sure that everybody stay away from her. But yeah, have a good day. I appreciate it once again, and I'll see you in the future.
You definitely will. Thank you, Rel.
No problem. You have a good one.
No problem. You too.